This is the Good News Channel, Celebrities1.tv. This is the extended, uncut, raw, unedited interview. If you want to see the intro, go and look at facebook.com/celebrities1.tv and you'll see a quick intro. Yeah, we're going to go into a little bit more detail, and I've got with me, next to me, the fashion guru, the fashion stylist, the guy that knows a lot about menswear. And let me introduce to you Willem Venter, and we're at a stunning place here at Sanctuary City called
Z Menswear.
Lovely. So let's, Willem, just take us through the process of, and we stuck to the theme around, somebody's going to get married. For a guy, that's a big deal. They want to make sure that they've got the right clothing, the right shirt, the right suit, the right fabric. And, guide us. So to me, a shirt looks like a shirt, but is there a difference? Let's start with that. What's the difference? The question is, what's the difference in shirts for men?
There's a big difference.
All
I
right.
think I will show you. Come walk with me.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so here we are. I mean, how's the scale of this store? I just want to get that in. I mean, it's just absolutely a magnificent, beautiful store, as you can see. Right, let's see. You lead the way.
Let me show you over here, Craig. So, through the years, I've always said that I don't know, designers don't always know what people want. And thankfully, in all the years I've been the client, which has been an absolute blessing, because when the collar of the shirt falls all flat.
Yes.
I don't know why they haven't come up with something. They haven't worked that out. So we have actually worked that out. So we've been breaking the rules since the beginning, which has been many years. So first and foremost, I'm going to start with the fabric. So fabric is key.
Now this is fascinating to me. Let's keep it in frame.
The fabric is what makes it look next level, and secondly, it makes it feel next level. Thirdly, it makes it last. So that's key to the operation. Now, the collars. Collars have got to be extremely firm. I've designed a feature within the collar. It's a secret little button.
Oh, that is awesome. Hang on, let's get that in. Bring it close to the camera.
Ties, so we don't want, here's a typical example, here's the shirt. So it's got a secret little button underneath there. Whether I'm wearing a jacket or not, it just stands absolutely perfectly and firm. It's got very, very firm front panels. It's once again something I designed. We don't wear ties anymore. Yes. All our ties go either to wedding couples or to Johannesburg. So from here, they stand like this. So you've got two very firm front panels, subtle internal details that make the shirt really stand proud, firm, and it makes it look different. And also, it happens to make it last a lot longer.
And I thought I knew a lot about fashion. I've just learned a few things that I certainly had never heard before. Well done.
Thank you. I must say, often when we hear designers saying, "Oh, there he goes again," then I know I'm doing it right. Because even with regards to the cuff is designed in a certain way. So it's got a V. Got a V. So if you look at my jacket that I'm wearing, just drop it down.
Let me get you into frame quickly.
So you can actually see the cuff sticking out perfectly. So it's designed to stick out. When I'm wearing this with my jeans, it's designed so that you can actually use the detail, use it as a feature. You can even wear cufflinks. So the thing is, a shirt is not just a shirt. It's got to fit perfectly, it's got to look amazing, and it's got all the subtle details. That's the feature about a Z Men shirt.
So the attention to detail, I mean, that's what I look. I mean, listen, this is unscripted, raw, unedited. So I'm really getting to know him at the same time. That's one of your X factors as an entrepreneur, is attention to detail. Am I right?
Thank you. It's all in the detail. It's all in the detail. You've got to look. I never do a Z Men brand on the outside of a shirt. But when I look at a newspaper cover or a magazine, or I see on TV, look, you can see I know that shirt.
You know the style.
You can see it's a
your
Z-Men shirt. And that's why people thankfully come back to us from all over the world. They order their shirts from America. We keep full measurements. It's got to fit perfectly. We do from very small sizes to very large sizes. And then we make even the larger gentlemen look really sharp, because you don't need a big loose shirt in order to fit a larger size.
So look, I know I've also had that challenge, funny enough. It's because my legs are quite skinny, but my shoulder size is quite wide, because I windsurf, kite surf and surf, the paddling, like a swimmer, traditional swimmer. And I've always had to have it customized / tailored. And usually, I'll give an example, when I was in New York, there was, travel to New York, I did 4 trips to New York. The perk was to actually go there and have the suit tailored while you were there. And it's so wonderful that Willem Venter is actually doing that here in beautiful Cape Town, South Africa. I mean, well done, eh? I mean, I don't have to travel to New York now.
No, absolutely. Speaking of which, come join me.
Yeah, let's go. All right, I'm going to follow him. So what is this about? Celebrities1.tv, the good news channel. Craig Metrowich. We did a little quick intro earlier on facebook.com/celebrities1.tv. So go and check that out. This is just going into more detail on how you would select, if you're a guy, you're watching this, about styling and how you'd select the right type of outfits, quality, if you, let's say, getting married or going to a very special event. And Willem, so let's talk about jackets now.
Right.
Okay, you keep it all into frame. You're doing a great job.
So secondly, suits. So shirting is one of our main specialities. Our second one is we do custom fitted suits. So we've got a very big selection, as you can
All right,
see.
so let me get that in quickly. Hang on a second. I mean, they got a phenomenal setup here. I mean, I can see why he's really proud about his business.
This is where all the magic happens.
I really love it.
Yeah.
Let's just do this. Get a little 360. Okay, and I want to get the shop in this side as well. Just bear with me. Okay. I mean, how awesome is that? All right, let's talk about suits, and I want to get into the lighting over here. Very clever.
Yeah,
Use that as a background.
So what's nice is these days, a suit is not a suit. It's not only a suit. You know, if it fits absolutely perfectly, it can be worn for, as you mentioned, for a wedding, but it can also be worn
again and again.
See, in Cape Town, our clients aren't really suit wearers. They need a suit, maybe a couple of suits. Johannesburg, they need a suit for every single day. So when you are getting a suit, and it's that suit for when you need it for the big meeting, for the wedding, for when you're going to the event, for when you're going to a function, so you need that suit. But the key is that jacket must double up as a jacket that can be worn with chinos, with jeans for business. So it's
an investment jacket, not just a one-off.
Investment, and that is basically what we do on this side over here. So we make sure that your navy jacket becomes a jacket that you can just wear as a jacket. But when you need it for that big meeting, one has got the suit.
Right. All right, let's move a little bit further. Now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the fabric selection, which I found fascinating. I said to him, you know something, this is like coming to visit like a Bentley or Lamborghini or Ferrari, you know, or something even more exotic, let's say like a McLaren, where I'm going to have it custom made and made up to my exact requirements. And this, I think you're all going to find a bit interesting. You know, being a guy, I thought I kind of knew a lot about fashion. Being at the young age of 54, but I worked out there's a lot I can still learn. So Willem, teach us about selection of fabrics and how you'd go about making, so the question is, how do you go about making something as unique as your client? Right, so that's the question.
Now, where we are right now, this is our new company. It's called Z-Men Custom Made International. In this little room over here, we can make anything for anyone, and it's made in Europe by the best. This over here is literally the fourth industrial revolution. You can have anything you want. There are no limitations. We are very fortunate. No one else in South Africa or Africa can do this. We've got the best company in Europe making custom-made suits, custom-made jackets. On the table over here, if you have
let's pause. Look at this. I mean, this is what impressed me. I mean, they are so professional, I must tell you. They really have put in some extra TLC.
From Xenia's latest collection, right through to the softest fabric, Super 180.
So this is like candy for guys, eh? Because I mean, this excited me when he showed me all the different fabrics. So listen, going to take the fabric swatches home with me. You know, just such a beautiful experience to see all the different designs and feel the different fabrics. Because you know, when you get something made for you, ultimately when you put it on, you know it feels good or not. Am I right there?
Absolutely, key to the operation.
Right.
You know, as I mentioned earlier, you know, in Cape Town we don't wear suits that often. So now our Cape Town clients have got they can choose the most beautiful jacketing fabrics that they like. For example, this book over here is called Blue Feel. All the fabric mills that we use are from Italy. Now this over here says natural stretch, stain resistant. I'd like to test that. I don't know if they know South Africans.
At a braai, I don't know how stain resistant it'll be.
But the beauty is, if you look at the fabrics, no longer are we restricted to what's in store. So from a fabric selection point of view, there are no limits.
So you can source, and that's what I love about it. I mean, South Africa, as South Africans, we used to have to travel abroad
Absolutely.
to get what we needed. And it was actually quite unfair because it meant that you need to be able to afford the air ticket, the accommodation, all the other stuff just to go and buy a beautiful, customized, bespoke suit that you could feel was unique, and that you could also feel as a man that, you got something that actually lets you level up your image. What's great with what Willem's doing is he's saying, listen, we'll get you the international best of the best. We can customize it for you. And the more important thing is he's also aware of the fact that it is not a once-off buy for you. You want to have the reuse of it.
Key.
And I think that's key. Let's just show some more of these swatches.
So what I'm going to do, so from a fabric point of view, there are so many different fabrics. You can really have literally anything you want. I'm going to just change the direction slightly and show you styling options.
Go for it. Styling options.
So if you have a look, as men, usually people in certain industries, you can be a lawyer, whether you're an accountant, an entrepreneur, etc. That is the level of expertise. And so, not necessarily clothing. So when someone comes into this room, it might initially seem a little bit overwhelming because they need to now design their own clothing. So what we've done, I've designed all the different options possible so you can physically see. Come have a look here.
Okay, so let's go there.
You,
On a roll.
to start with.
All right, let's go. Just hang on a second.
For
I'll get you back into frame. Wag 'n bietjie, daar sy.
For-
Ons is tweetalig, by the way. Ons het nog nie in Afrikaans gepraat. Is jy Afrikaans sprekend?
Ons kan enigiets.
Kyk, so Afrikaans viewers, ons sê baie dankie dat jy ook hier ons support. The channel is celebrities1.tv. Local is lekker. I'm with Willem Venter. We're talking fashion, we're talking styling, we're talking customization, we're talking unique styling. And I love your passion and enthusiasm for your work, man.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, tell us what you want to show us.
Styling option wise, this is called a notch lapel. So the lapel goes to the side. This particular one is 9 centimeters. So immediately you can see it's not off the rack. You can see it's different. So this is a 9 centimeter notch lapel. But if I move you to that side over there,
Let's go, for sure.
Here is
Okay, so it's going to show us the
an
rest.
8 centimeters. So it's slightly narrower.
Okay, so there's a
slightly narrower. For someone that would like
And you
it,
can see, I can immediately see the
you
difference.
can see the
Yeah,
difference. But
can
now
see
I'm
the
going to
difference.
move you to this side over here.
Right.
And here you've got 7 centimeters. So in other words, you can physically see all the different options that are available. When I move you to this side over here,
Right. Let's go.
again, we've got now what's called a peak lapel. So it goes up. So this is the slim peak lapel. All right.
Can just pause here. My brain's frying, man. I walked in here thinking this guy can't teach me that much. I mean, I'm probably going to have heard most of the terminology. I think we got to have Wiki Fashion, never mind Wikipedia, because there's a lot involved in your work, eh?
The answer is yes and the answer is no. So what we do is we guide, because it's very easy to establish, where does the spice lie for that particular person. So in other words, immediately when you show someone, listen, that is a 9 centimeter notch lapel, they can see, wow, I like that.
Yes.
That is when we move to it.
So
Then
that's their style.
immediately, virtually, we eliminate the other options. So we show the options,
Yes.
but you as a person, we call it personality dressing.
Okay.
Everyone's different. Some people love the...
I'm different.
We all
Not
are.
by choice. You can speak to my mother about that.
Oh, no. So, immediately we guide, so we guide you in designing your own garment, so that the client gets exactly what they want. And what's fascinating is the people, the different design features that our clients have chosen, and how absolutely amazing it's come out. And when they receive the product, they can see, listen, they designed it. They chose...
So it's very personal in other words to them.
They chose the white buttonhole. They chose the buttonhole at the bottom that's different. They chose all the different styling details. So from an options point of view, we can make anything for anyone. And it's made in Europe.
But it's local and it's lekker as far as the advice that you're giving. That's what I love about it.
Absolutely.
Finally, we can get the best of the best worldwide as far as fabrics, as far as what's available. And then we have your local expertise, your local knowledge. And I want to wrap up towards the end here. Let's get this fantastic lighting. I want to just highlight how beautiful the showroom is. And Willem, if you can just get into frame that side. This is raw, uncut, unedited, unscripted, and really I'm so impressed with how you've shared the information.
Thank you, Greg.
I really now feel like that I could be a fashionista for the first time. And this is heading to the wrap up. Let's talk about brand imaging. I want to wrap up on brand imaging and why dressing for success does make you feel great and good. Let's wrap up on that. Why should I spend money to look good? Has it got an impact on me? That's the question. If I dress well, has it got an impact on me?
I think everyone knows the answer is yes. Because
absolutely
everyone at some point of the game have actually dressed nicely and just felt fantastic. So the thing is, if you do it cleverly, if you do it smartly, we've got four guidelines that we use.
Yes,
I'll always focus on this because first and foremost, it's personality dressing. Everyone's different. Some people like nice bright shirts. Other people like only white shirts.
Yes.
That is what works for that particular person, and that is, you are your brand. So whether you're going out into the world, seeing clients, doing business, building companies, whatever the case might be, you are your brand. So whether you are seeing a bank, whether you're seeing a client, whether you're seeing your staff, you're selling yourself. So what are you communicating before you've even opened up your mouth? So that's for one. Personal branding, so personality dressing, crucial.
Yes.
Secondly, industry dressing. You
got to dress. I mean, I'll give you an example. If you're in the legal profession, you're going to dress a certain way.
Yes.
If you're an accountant, a certain way. I'm a presenter. I do business coaching, keynotes, MC work. And I'm telling you, I love it when I get a gig that I've got to do, let's say, a master of ceremonies, because I also have to level up. I have a lucky haircut, shave properly, shoes polished, nice shoes, lacquer belt. And there's no doubt when you get on stage and you feel that you dress the best you could, right? Because that's a relative thing, right?
Sure.
There's no doubt your preparation and mindset that when you get on stage, you feel good, so your best performance is going to shine.
And often people are business owners. I'm sure the people listening to your channel are
mainly
leaders,
are business people, entrepreneurs.
Business people, entrepreneurs, leaders. And you need to be the example of what you want to go out there communicating your brand, your company. So, the moment you are the example, first of all, image is very important. It affects how you feel, but it also affects how people feel towards you. So are you going to get the big deal, or is the next person? Image does play a big role in it. And especially in the new year, I think it's absolutely crucial. Like one goes to a top lawyer for the best advice, the best accountant for the best advice. You've got to see someone that works within a certain industry. You want mobilization, motivation, you go to You Are Powerful.
Correct.
So you go to the experts. Yes. Often I've gone to people, to courses, and spoken to entrepreneurs with regard to a certain field, and then learned so much. And I thought, what? I've read the books. I thought I knew. So my advice to you is go to the experts. Find out. You'll probably find out that you don't need too many items of clothing in your wardrobe.
Let's pause. In actual fact, that's what I also find. If you go to the expert, they're going to guide you and say, listen, do you know that if you, let's say, buy 3 jackets, 3 pairs of pants, these shirts, and guess what? Now you've got a wardrobe that you can mix and match that in actual fact will have, let's say, the functionality of 10 or 15 items.
I can summarize that virtually in a sentence.
Go for it.
So you need to build an effective wardrobe. An effective wardrobe consists of, first of all, a really nice fitting suit, preferably like a dark navy blue, something timeless and classic, because when you've got that big meeting, when you've got when you've got the big meeting, when you've got that big deal, when you've got that event, when you've got that big presentation, you've got it. And you can really dress it up. You can even dress it up all the way to being a tuxedo. So really, really sharp suit. What happens with that suit is that jacket becomes a jacket that you can wear with your chinos. You can even wear that jacket with your jeans.
So multifunctional. It's not a once-off purchase.
Absolutely.
I just want to wrap up now. I want to do a final, let's get towards the middle right here. And I want to just really wrap off by showing everybody the extent, menswear. I didn't know there was so much involved in menswear. And I'm telling you, Willem Venter, certainly in my mind now, an expert. Got to know him a lot better. I would recommend you come and see him, spend some time with him. And then Willem, final question and final wrap up.
Yes.
the excitement of imaging, how you look and how you feel about yourself, very personal thing. Highlight for you, in your over 20 years in business, have you been to, like Craig, I went to a fashion show in New York, so a personal highlight. So the question is, what is one of your personal highlights in this industry?
It's a very exciting industry. It's like really madly exciting. I actually can't call this work.
I love that. I also can't call this work. I love what I do.
Every day is amazing. Every day is exciting. And yes, you go to Italy to see the shows, to see the
Am I getting invited to the Italiano show?
to meet the people, it's really it's such an exciting industry. But you know what's the highlight of my career, or
the work that you
basically what happens is it happens on a weekly basis, where we find that we're actually changing lives. Where someone would come in, he's heard about us, or he's seen his friend suddenly looking really nice, and he's become a client, and seeing that person change, seeing that person suddenly losing 15 kilograms, feeling fantastic.
Because of their self-image. They just, they want to look better, they feel better.
Absolutely.
They look at themselves in the morning, they're dressed for success, they go to that business meeting, they already feel good. They walk in with a different posture.
Absolutely. And there's no greater highlight in my whole career than hearing, thank you, Willem, you guys really changed my life.
So that's going to be a wrap-up. This is Craig Metrowich with Willem Venter. And something, this is where we have synergy without realizing it. That my calling in life is to inspire and energize.
Yeah.
And your calling is very similar.
Absolutely.
You feel fantastic by making people feel fantastic about themselves.
True.
And you dressing them according to their own image requirements, but you're also guiding them to say, listen, you can level up. And that's what we've done, I believe, today. This is the Good News Channel, celebrities1.tv, and this is my thank you to you, Willem Venter.
Thank you, Craig. That was great.
Pleasure. That is it. Get high on fashion. Get high on styling. Just get high and lift your level with stylish new designs. Join us here, Cape Town, South Africa, where the style of Italy and the world is now available. And that's the wrap.